Just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw right away is Watson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, right back to Gibson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Robinson with another carry. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. They'll run for it with Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the interception, here's Watson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the counter, Gibson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gibson again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands though.
Yeah.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Here's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now Watson going to sneak it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Here's Watson on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Montez Sweat with the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
To try again after the sack, Watson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. From the red zone now, Watson. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
One play action, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And again, he's going to be stopped upright at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. On 4th down, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
They snap it to Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, Watson. And right side, Henry's got it.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Watson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's got room. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Touchdown, Washington. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah,
you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's...
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He completes it to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to Robinson now on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Watson now on second down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second and a yard. Watson out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Sly on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Sly able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They begin the drive with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now it's Watson. And he finds McLaurin. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.